Okay, my mic's not working. My regular mic's not working, so this might be my webcam mic. I don't know what that's about. Input device. Should be on my Yeti. Is this still picking up my audio? Is it still good? Good? Okay, cool. I don't know why the mic on my... Hold on. Device not connected or available Yeti stereo mic. Okay, cool. I think that's fixed now. For some reason it was not working. Okay, let's just go into trade review. Cut gold. Okay. Thought London swept Asia, giving me 3-minute IFG, but got stopped. Haven't won a trade in a while. Feel like I'm starting to lose my confidence with it at this point. I don't even want to trade because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing or I'm doing something wrong. Okay, gold. Yeah, if I'm looking at gold yesterday, I don't know what time this trade was at. What time was this trade at? I guess she's watching it on YouTube. But if I'm looking at gold, she tried to catch a reversal in London. Just one sessions. Where's my... let me see. Okay, cool. I like this layout much better. If I'm looking at this for London, like this does give a reversal. Okay, 36.85. Oh wait, this is Nasdaq. I need to watch gold. Okay, where are we at? This was yesterday. Yeah, I mean, like, this to me, like, I wouldn't try to catch a reversal off. Like, this is way too strong of a push up. Also, if you're trying to catch reversals, I think using these standard deviation bands help. Like, I don't want to try to catch a reversal unless we start to curl below this upper band. So this, we're just riding this up. Like, we're not, there's no indication of a reversal here just because there's a 3-minute IFEG, right? And then we get below that standard deviation band, and then that's, we're back into New York news. So, like, if I'm trying to catch a reversal in New York, right, I was looking for this to sell off in New York yesterday. I cut my idea at 10:35. The next candle that comes out, it dumps. Kind of pissed me off a little bit. But we do get a nice retrace back up into that 618, and then we sell off. And we sell back down into that low volume node. Even the next night, right? So, yeah, if you're trying to catch reversals, I would just start using these bands. So, like, if I'm trying to catch a reversal in London, does this make sense for me to try to catch a reversal? Not really until it's over this band, right? Like, I don't want to really look at it until it starts to come back up towards that band and break it. Because it's, like, if I'm trying to catch it back here, it just rides this upper band the entire time. Like, there's no reversal in here. This just trends through Asia and it trends through London. So, just misidentification of, like, it gave you a 3-minute IFG, but, you know, we already broke one side of Asia, so I don't want to try to reverse this back down. And it bounced so strongly out of this low volume node. Like, this zone has worked incredibly well. I've had this marked out. I've been talking about it for the past couple days, right? This zone in here has worked extremely well. You have London highs from Monday sitting up here as well. We keep bouncing out of there. So why I just don't get why we're trying to fade the trend. It's much easier just to follow it and just continue to ride it. But yeah, and this is right at the 618 as well. Like, we just keep bouncing there. Now, we aren't heading back towards highs yet, so I wouldn't be, like, overly bullish. It's just, if we're back down in this area, I'm looking for longs. It's a shelf, though, not a low volume node. When I had it marked out previously, Zuki, it was a low volume node. So when I first drew this out, it was like this. You have a low volume node right in here. Okay, we bounced out of there in Asia. All right. Okay, it's still a low volume node. It's just less of a low volume node. Okay. Then once we come back down here last night, now it's less of a low volume node. All right. It's still kind of one, but it's not really. But it's still a zone that's been relevant. Like, we found bounces there before. We're going to find bounces there again. Okay. Same for fixed range volume profile. It's just 75 bars. 75 bars up, down, volume area high, volume area low, and POC. That's all I'm looking at. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. NQ long. Overnight VWAP, true day not swept yet. Low volume node, bullish structure, I have support zone data. Low sweep was over leverage, just fucking blew my account. Entered with 2 minis, I was overconfident in this position. I think you were also close to passing this account, so like, why are we using 2 minis here, bro? Like, you messaged me, Plasma, and you said you were close to passing the account. Why are we going up to 2 minis? This is why I tell people, like, until you're comfortable passing accounts and like getting to payout, keep the size static. Keep the size static the entire time. Like, until you're comfortable with passing accounts, with getting to payout, you should not be you should not be changing your size. Your size should stay consistent. You're entered twice. Yeah. Yeah, this completely inverts the PPI candle. So I would have just. Okay, this was the PPI candle, right? This comes out. I thought this was bullish. This looked like we were gonna hit all-time highs. We hit it today, or we got up close to it. Then you get strong rejection right at open. So I would wait, and then this comes back up, fails to break the high, and then it starts heading lower. I would even just get in on, like, once you see that this is a clear trend, right? Like, this just chops for a long time. Like, you could enter up at this chop, or you could enter on this retest up here. Or you could wait for it to break the low, right? And then enter on this retest. Because this retest, if I'm just using New York session fib, it's a 382. And when you have trend days like this, usually 382 is pretty solid. You see that wick out there, right? The next candle that prints, this should start pushing up towards that high. This candle prints lower, that's your confirmation to enter. So, yeah. MNQ demo, my 600 down 600 per day, first trade, long 0.5, wait for 45 minutes to set, entered late, strong initial reaction, but so I stepped in around 80s and stopped me out, second trade, short 0.5, entered too quickly after first loss, hoping for continuation downside, forced the setup and got stopped again. Price action hasn't been great lately, and the amount of double breaks hasn't helped. Main issue wasn't the strategy, I was rushing after an L, need to pause, reset, trust the process. Okay, yeah, if you guys are struggling with IB, wait till you have a clear break. Wait till there's a clear break, and then just wait for the retrace, or play for continuation of extensions being hit. All right. Yeah, this first long. It's hard. I can't see the executions really. So we longed at 66. So yeah, this is a chase. This is a chase. To me. And then our stop on this one. Yeah, I would need to see the executions better. Low volume node aligned with VWAP 0.5 fib, saw initial reaction and placed stop loss above 618 in POC. I think I have a tendency of constantly changing my fib levels where I can find one that aligns with VWAP or low volume node. Is my fib placement valid, or should I anchor it at PPI news this morning? When I anchored it at PPI highs, it didn't align with my low volume node and VWAP, so I placed it at the next high and it aligned more. Okay. Once this PPI candle is invalidated, yeah, you can anchor it at this most recent pivot. Yeah, I mean, I like this. I like this trade. Like, this is the retest I would go for. We got in a little early on this. Wait till you see that rejection. All right, we're just entering off a 0.5 tab. So, yeah. Two-day open is below us. Got trade through in London. Overnight price broke high time frame. The volume node overlapping with 4-hour IFVG. Could target data highs and all-time highs. I could see it happening if we get a quick sell-off into low volume node. Strong sell-off past the low volume node for PPI. I wanted to wait for sweep and NQ swap true day and data lows, but yes, didn't. This formed an SMT. First idea was long sweep of true day, data lows into low volume node, plus we had a resweep of the initial low and formed the internal SMT. Second idea was short off FVG LVN 618 fib from data highs to most recent low. Long failed selling CVD divergence, 1 minute IFVG. Short price stalling out, failed buying CVD divergence at the high. Stop loss for the long was at most recent low. I went break even once I saw price hit the 5 minute FVG off open. Stopped in trailing, felt more comfortable holding long at first since I saw ES break its 45 minute IB high. Then I started looking for shorts. Stop loss for short was at IB high. I was in the bathroom when selling volume came in, so I adjusted structure. After I came back, then I went break even once I saw ES break its 1 hour low. Stopped at break even. Okay. Yeah, don't look at the 1 minute, just look at your order flow. Okay, let's see this. I think both of these trades are probably good, but probably mismanagement. Okay. Okay, so we got in long. Okay, we keep flipping. This is really quick for me to see what's going on. So we're flipping between NQ, like we're watching too much shit. We're flipping between too many things at once. Right? NQ, NQ, ES, NQ. Keep, if you're trading NQ on Top Step X, keep NQ on Top Step X, open a second tab, and just open Trading View with ES. Because how am I supposed to manage my position if I'm consistently looking at a different asset, right? It's tough. I think this NQ trade looks good, but once we start stalling, yeah, I would have gotten out of that, especially if you see ES coming down like that. Okay, and then we shorted. I think this short makes sense. Just stop at IB high, targeting the lows. Okay, it starts working out. ES is falling. Okay. Yeah, okay. When you adjust your stop here, you adjusted your stop too quickly. Okay. Wait for the retest to adjust your stop. Wait for the retest to adjust your stop. If you're looking for these trades that have bigger targets, right? Like this was a clean trade. Don't get me wrong. This is a clean trade. If we're just looking for 40 points, right, we just take it off at that one. Okay? You would have gotten your 40 points. That's cool. If we're looking for bigger trades that we want to hold longer, right? It depends on your trading style. Are you scalping? Are you holding longer? What's the trading style there? Right? So if I'm looking for a big trade, I'm looking for far targets, I don't adjust my stop till the retest. Never adjust your stop till the retest. because, yeah, it stops you out. It stops you out, and then it runs to your target. All right, like, let's just look at the end here. Okay, 23,970. Because when you go break even, essentially your stop is set. It's not set based off structure. If you want to tighten this, then tighten it from your IB high initially. Yeah, you had it here, right? It shouldn't come back above that high. So you've already taken risk off. I would just leave it like that. Because if I'm looking at NQ, right, you got stopped out. You got stopped out to the fucking tick. To the tick. And then once this retests and it starts falling, then you adjust your stop to the top of that retest. Right? Well, if you're up 1K, it depends on the trader, Sam. It depends on the trader. Right? It's not just a one-size-fits-all. Depends on the trader. But yeah, like this kept moving. This moved. You're in at 960s. This moved almost 200 points. It's a clean trade. I always find myself getting stopped in profit, then trade runs to my original TP. Okay. Yeah. If it's a strong momentum move, there's probably only going to be like one retest. There's probably only going to be one retest. Monster start to funded account on my funded futures up 3K for the day over 2 trades. Max position size on this account is 1 contract or 10 micros until end of day, so I traded accordingly. Targeting 0.5 extension from yesterday's session. Move above VWAP, recess ovation, session high. Target previous sessions, 0.5 extension. Risk 350, profit 1400. Okay. Let's see. So this, I don't know why we closed this one. Just to get in, you know, 45 points high, or 35 points higher. We could have just held that. Okay, we longed this. You had quite a wide stop on it. Actually, 30 points isn't even that wide. It's kind of a news gamble, but I mean, if you're fine with $600 of risk, then fucking send it. In my opinion. Okay, yeah, this bounced out of this low volume node. It was really strong. You entered pretty much at the highs. $660 of risk. Yeah, once this bases out, like if you're still awake when this base is out, I would just adjust the stop to that base or like this base, this structure. And then it just keeps running up. And then you did some flip trading in here, which I'm not sure why. But clean trades. High time frame fib, 618 and POC. The weekly view up with an initial reaction of price retraces back to where the initial reaction was. Should I be more cautious? Is this trade idea valid? And should I take the same setup again? I was also considering the stat for power or time flow. I forgot the stat where price usually won't make a new low of day. When we have these trending days, when we have these massive trending days, I wouldn't use the power hour stat. Like yesterday, I wouldn't have used that. I would have just looked for it to keep selling. So you got in at 865. $850s. Yeah. I mean, I posted it in the commentary channel. I said I wouldn't try to trade a reversal until it crosses either the 8 EMA on the 15-minute or the standard deviation band, right? So I wouldn't have tried this for, like, until this starts curling back up, I wouldn't try this for a reversal. It's too trendy, and on these trend days, we like to make new lows. Like that power hour stat doesn't typically hold on these trend days, is what I've noticed. Because this breaks the low and then it reverses. So there was no reversal indicator here. Yeah, I personally wouldn't take that trade again. Just because the trend's so strong. Every single pop of buyers got invalidated, and I said that in the commentary. Every buying attempt getting sold on NQ. Would wait till we cross 8 EMA on 15 and lower band to try longs. Right? So, yeah. I wouldn't try that again. Winning day locked, high time frame 0.5 fib, 90% chance we don't hit true day before midnight for market open, otherwise bullish, looked like we were stalling by it, got out. With just the winning day, didn't want to fade the heavy buying too much, haven't been home, trading off laptop only last few days, so taking what I can get, each new XFA making more progress. Added 750 DLL, may change to less. Would be great to make big money, but also want to try to get payout with current balance, figuring out as I go. Trade ran for 4R plus, my risk was about $160. Could have been up 1.2K. Wasn't sure it would go that far down. Okay. Yeah, I just try to get this to pay out, Dylan. Your stats are fine. I mean, yeah, you could have just gone break even with this, but if you're just going for payout, then yeah. Just take what you can get. So this is a quick scalp. GC short. Okay, so that was yesterday. I think Connell. Best. GC short on Asia Open, we swept New York PM highs at 7:15 and at 8:30. When we swept that internal high, we formed on open and started moving downward instead of closing above. I entered shorts with my target at 2.5 standard deviation on fib tool, 130 ticks, but realistically you can only hold Asia trends for roughly 3 hours, and this move ended up moving 200 ticks. Yeah, this is the short I wanted. This is the short I wanted last night. If I look at GC, if I look at GC last night, right, where did we come up to? We came up, and let me get rid of this fib because it's too much. We came up to this New York AM 0.5 or 618, sorry. Came up to that 618. This is where I wanted to short it up at. It's also the upper band on the overnight session VWAP. So let me go in on the 5 minute because this will be much more apparent. So 618 here. We came up above this upper VWAP band and we rejected here previously. Come back down, come back above, we reject again. That's what I would look at. Yeah, I've been using the bands because it's just helping me decide if I should take reversal trades or not. It also helps with trend identification because once this starts breaking down, right, this trends below this band, this lower band, and it rejects again and keeps trending down for quite a while. And then this retests VWAP, rejects again. So gold's been super clean. I just need to wait for the setups. This comes up 0.5 in VWAP. If you're up for London, this is where I would short it again. Like, this is a clean fucking short here. Am I playing Orba over Ivino? No. I think I'm just gonna switch to gold full time. I blocked NQ and MNQ. I'm just gonna trade gold on that Top Step account. feel like bans would make you overtrade. No, why though? It's just like I'm using it as a strength indication. Yeah, GC's been so clean recently. Like I've been able to identify clean trades. Like even like going into close, I was like, this looks like shorts right here. Right, it's back at the 618. Back at that upper VWAP band that we failed to push above 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We failed to hold above it 4 times. We come back up to it and we reject. So I think this heads back lower. Jetsy, what I would do is I would start trading a demo on GC. See if you're having good results on a demo. Go back test it a little bit. Because all I did this weekend was backtest. And I backtested GC and it was way cleaner. It fit my system so well that I'm just like fuck NQ. Fuck NQ, fuck ES. I was also thinking about it. You're trading one asset. When you're trading NASDAQ, you have to think about, okay, I'm trading 100 assets. Right? So if you can have wonky price action because, you know, Google might be at all-time highs, but Tesla's not, and like a bunch of other shit. So, yeah, I'm kind of over NQ. Comment 3, had this trade planned out all morning, only get stopped out twice due to late entry on first and second stop loss management on second. London pre-pulled back to 0.5 from Asia high to low, then from that pullback high to low, back to 0.5 again. Doubting myself due to losing streak. Recently I struggled to trade at all-time highs. Therefore, price smacked my stop loss and went straight to TP. Minus 814 on the day. Okay. So this is... Yeah, like you identified the zone you wanted to trade it in, but we need to be executing when it comes up to that area. So yeah, late entry on that. And then it comes back up again to this most recent high. Comes back up again and rejects. So the trade ideas are there. I would say size down. You might as well trade corn. I ain't trading no corn, Rocky. I ain't a corn husker. Right trade ideas, it's just the entries are too late. Yeah, because this is so clean. Like up here, this is clean. And then this one, yeah. This was your trade idea? Yeah. Being impatient and dumb. I mean, I blew my XFA being impatient and dumb. So, Sam, I can relate to it. It's just, we need to slow it down a little bit, right? Demo caught the short to fib, caught the long for high break, passed a combine today, other one 600 from passing. Okay. Clean, Zuki. Get off the fucking 1 minute, please. You're over the 1500 on this. Oh, it's demo. Okay, yeah, so this is blown then. Yeah, ineligible. Okay. Yeah, clean trade, Zuki. Good management on both of these. I would tighten this. I would tighten this one a little bit more, especially as it's coming down to that low. This one I think is fine. This is running. Took 2 trades today on demo. First was long off 0.5. So strong reaction, but no follow through. I ended up getting stopped out. In hindsight, I may have entered too early after that. Price bounced off the 0.3, so I took long again, and this time buyers stepped in with confirmation. 1 for 2, finishing up 200. Okay. Yeah. So this, we're just a little too early. Wait. I mean, I would say wait for the engulfing candle or some strong confirmation there, because if we the second entry, this is fine. and then we took it off a little early because this could have ran up. Continue to run up. Textbook IB play, first entry was off 0.5 fib, and VWAP sweep after IB high set second, add a second con off IB retracement. After high broken, move stop and profit under pivot. TP was 0.3. Okay, yeah, cam, clean. Good ad on this, too. Very nice ad on this. I'm assuming your stop was brought up to there. Okay, yeah. So I'm assuming your stop got brought up here once you saw this strong push up. And then this ad, once this started to push away, I'm assuming you brought it to there. All right, and then as this continues to push up, I'd probably just trail it to the body because you're up in profit so much. Combine 3, MNQ loss, thought we had a reaction off 618 level with low volume node, got enough rejection, and then just rallied. Wrong bias, not sure what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, the IB's guiding bias here. I would honestly just wait for the breaks. NQ has not been easy, yeah. Ziggy, you're doing well in that demo, bro. Coming into today, bias was bullish, saw that IB high set second, so I waited for retrace, entered off the 0.5 fib. First target was IB high, 3 RR. Second was previous day high, 5.6 RR. Clean. Very clean, Tibby. Same trade as Cam. Yeah. One trade I took last night, full TP. One more trade on this account that's passed. Okay. No executions, but clean. This is a clean gold trade. Yeah, that's where it came out to the 0.5. I'd get off the 1 minute again. I just can't stand 1 minute. Entry. Holy shit. 3-point stop loss. I need to know if this is on a demo or not. Because that's insane, bro. I'm assuming that's on a demo. It's demo? Yeah. Range trade back to 400. Okay. Rocky, this is clean. I like it. Yeah, push past. Got into that volume area low. Bounced off it. Just ran right back up to the highs. Clean trade. Yesterday, IB had to re-enter because I moved stop too early. Took reversal to VWAP. Okay. So you shorted here. You got out. Then you got back in at a worse price. So maybe we should have just held. Got out again. Okay. And then we tried a reversal. Yeah, I would... Rocky, when the trend's this strong, check the 15-minute. And just check 8 EMA and VWAP. If it's below those two, don't try to catch the reversal. But yeah, once this wicks out like that, clean wick, and then you start to get the buying, especially a wick like that on high volume, right? You can just kind of read it as sellers being absorbed. Clean power hour trade. Okay. All right, guys. Let me check trading shot. All right. I'll see you guys later. I need to go to the gym. I can barely walk right now. My obliques are so sore. All right. Eat lots. Yeah. I need to. My sleeping pills also got delivered, so I can sleep tonight. I can actually sleep tonight. Yeah, I'll check messages when I get back from gym. Take magnesium. I've been taking magnesium. I took magnesium last night. I didn't fall asleep till 4 in the morning. It's insane. What's that bench looking like? I don't know. I did like... My bench is kind of weak right now. For a longer move? Yeah. So, longer move, Rocky. Like yesterday, when you can clearly identify the trend. Oh, this GC trade, I'm telling you, GC is so clean. It comes up to the 618 upper band of VWAP, short it, clean. Nasdaq, when it's trending, right? If I'm looking at this, I don't want to try to catch a reversal on this because it's just continued downtrend and it's riding this 8 EMA all the way down. If I got in up here, I adjust my stop to this 15 minute. If I got in off this 15 minute, then I would wait until I see this retest come up. Then that's my stop adjustment. Or you can just adjust it off each new 15. Like this is a strong 15. This is a strong 15. You could put your stop at the wick there, but you... no, you wouldn't have gotten stopped. If you want to be safe with the stop, then wait for the retest. And then once this retests, put the stop here. Like, here, I'll just do it on replay. So let's say I entered... Say I didn't even get a great entry on this. Like, if I enter here... Why does... What happened to replay trading? Why did it get rid of the buttons? Okay. So I just have a really wide target on this. As this starts to fall, alright, I would keep the stop where it's at. Comes up, does that retest. I would adjust the stop here, and then when I see this strong candle print, I adjust the stop down to here. Because if it's going to break, it has to break through this standard deviation band and the 8 EMA. Then once this sells more, right, I would adjust it to like here because it's a strong 15. Like this is a full-bodied 15. And then I would adjust it again to here. We're also near close, so maybe you just take profit on that. If you have multiple cons, takes them all. But yeah, like this is how I was holding my trades when I was really trading well. And then you can do 5 minute if you're like that close. GC, I wanted to short GC and I kept trying to long it to catch the retrace and I fucked myself. So I wanted this to come back up to this area off the New York session. Even if you anchor this off the PPI candle, right? It's still like within that zone. I just did the New York session because I know this pivot point's valid. From like if I anchor it here, right? We come up to that 618, we reject. So I know that this pivot point is now valid. These highs are now valid. Comes back up to that area, it rejects. Comes back up again, rejects again. I wanted to short up here, but I'd already tried to long it too much. I made green days this week. I had 2 and then I fucking blew my account. Being a dumbass. I just tried my setup too many times. So unfortunate. I should be back on the XFA tomorrow though. So what happened to lockout? Yeah, I broke some rules yesterday. I'm still trying to get back. I can feel it though. I can feel the mojo coming back. If that makes sense. Yeah, I should have locked out. It's because I started trading at 6 p.m. I started trading again right at 6 p.m. I should have just waited. Because I know when I do that, I tend to overtrade. So just bad behavior. But yeah, I've been better. Pookie got his mojo. I can feel it coming back. All right.